Howdy folks, Michael Kreider here for SlashGear.com, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Samsung Focus 2 for AT&T. Now there's a lot of notable things about this particular little phone, but most interestingly, one, it's a Windows Phone 7, two, it runs on AT&T's LTE network, and three, they're going to sell it for just $50, which altogether makes the Focus 2 a pretty impressive little value proposition. So, let's go ahead and take a look inside. It's got AT&T's pretty standard box. They've got pretty much the same box for every device that they sell. So there's the phone itself. Take a quick look at that. See what else we've got in here. Got some documentation. Nice pair of free headphones. Pretty similar to most of the other stuff that Samsung has right now. Your basic wall wart charger and your data/charging cable. And that appears to be it as far as the stuff that's included. So set this stuff aside, and we will delve into the phone itself. And we've got AT&T's standard, very responsible warning about texting and driving, and even more documentation on the front and back of the phone. So let's get this off, and the back off as well. Alrighty. Now, this phone does have a 4.0-inch Super AMOLED screen. We're not exactly sure of the resolution, but it's probably 800 by 480. That's a very popular resolution for Windows Phone 7 devices. And you've got your basic Samsung layout, power button over here, volume buttons over here, charging port, data port on the bottom. Looks like we do have a separate camera button here on the side, which I always like to see. So let's see if we can get this off and get into the battery area. Just 1 second. There it goes. We've got a standard battery cover. Here's your 5 megapixel video camera. And yeah, that's how that comes out. Pretty standard stuff. And we do have a micro SIM card. Useful if you're upgrading from another phone. Let's see here. Alright, so let's turn this baby on, see if it's got enough charge. I can feel it going. There we go. Now obviously the options for Windows Phone and LTE phones are a little limited on AT&T right now, which is why we're so happy to see an entry-level device come in at such a low price. And Samsung tends to make pretty solid stuff just about wherever they are. Not always, but generally they're pretty reliable. So we're happy to see it. The phone is a little darker than I'd like to see, but then here in my photo tent things are pretty bright anyway. So, pretty responsive. I understand that the processor in here is a 1.4 gigahertz single-core unit, so we should get some decent performance, if not exactly world-beating stuff. And you've got your standard Windows Phone layout. Hang on, let me get in the focus area. And it wants to connect to my Wi-Fi network. These buttons down here are very bright, which is nice considering the finish of the phone. It's all very standard plastic, although you do have this sort of chromey function here. And that is pretty much it as far as this thing goes. Yeah, there we go. Trying to do AT&T Navigator. Alright, let's take a quick look at the settings. And that should be just about it for a quick tour of the phone itself. So, this is the Samsung Focus 2. We're very excited to see it launch on AT&T. It'll be coming out on May the 20th at this point. It'll cost $50 with a 2-year contract. I'm Michael Kreider for SlashGear.com. Thank you very much for watching.